So in this episode, I decided to speedrun the cave so we didn't have to spend another few days in the mines. But it didn't really go to plan. But before we get into that, let's just recap. So lucky for me, there was an easy way to get down. I just had to deal with the mobs that were down there. And I just gathered up any type of ores and materials I could use. Eventually, I made my way inside the cave and, oh, yeah, you see that. I just ran. I'm not dealing with that. Not today. And then I found some iron. And more iron. Decided to smelt it, because why not? And then we finally got our first set of iron armor. Let's go. And onwards, I'm looking for diamonds. I'm not trying to get into any fights, so I'm leaving. That's when I found my first chest of nothing really that good. Here, I try to be the diva I am and go and place a torch on that spawner. You see what happens. Just watch. Yeah, I just waited there for a minute after that. But you just keep going. You just keep going. I just keep collecting more iron and some coal to just hopefully even out the pain I'm going through. And these freaking cave spiders, bro, don't even get me started. They kept coming out of nowhere. Nowhere. I know you thought I was gonna die, but no, I come back for revenge. Revenge. Killing anything and everything in sight. And I'll get that iron while I'm at it. This cave just went on forever. I kept looking for diamonds, but it was a dead end or just iron. At least it was a good vein. Found another chest with slightly useful stuff and another one with even worse stuff. My luck wasn't going too well, so I decided to dig up and go to the other side, and I landed right at the very top, which is convenient. I just started going down and going to the deepest part of the cave to hopefully find some diamonds right in front of me. My first diamond. I was not gonna let this disappear or fall into the abyss. Of course, my luck only goes so far. It was only one. But hey, when I turned the corner, there was a second one. And only one diamond. What is happening? Going deeper into the cave, I found a whole mob party. Fought them off with some skill, you could say. I didn't block up around me and run away at all. And then I found a geode. Not like it's really useful right now, but I guess I'll take it. I was greeted by a skeleton. I grabbed the shards and made my way to find some more diamonds. There had to be something, right? This cave was giant. There were so many different strands that we could go through. Freaking jump scare, and he broke my shield, so I had to make another one. But I found a diamond, so makes up for it. And can you guess how many I got this time? I bet you didn't know it was going to be 3. This Enderman would not stop staring at me and just wanted to talk to me or something. Like, go away! Going through the rest of the cave, I found our original spot where we found the mine shaft. So it should be a pretty easy way to get out. But before we do, I'm gathering the rest of this iron. I do not want to have to come back. even though I'll have to for some more diamonds. And after a long day in the mines, we built up and finally made our way back home. On our way home, I decided to take care of this mule and bring him home to our house. And after a mining trip, this is what we got. Our first couple of diamonds, lots of iron, and a couple of amethyst shards. But I think that does it. Recap's over, and back to our scheduled program. Hey guys, we finally made it back home, and it's time to get busy. I think it's about time we sustain a real farm for our sugarcane, wheat, and carrots. We also need to start getting ready for the Nether, which we have our iron gear, but we need the obsidian and certain enchantments if we want to make sure we don't die. All we really need is ender pearls and blaze rods from there, but that'll have to be another episode. Also, if you guys have any names or ideas for what we should be calling our donkey or mule, leave a comment and let me know what we should be naming this baby. I was thinking Eddie from Stranger Things, but I'm not really sure. He looks like an Eddie. Anyways, sun is setting, so let's just head to sleep. So for the idea of our farm, I'm thinking of having it wrap around this whole section right here. And that way it peeks out a little bit from behind our fence. Now let's go ahead and set this up. Alright, this is the design I'm gonna go for my sugarcane. We just gotta fill up all of these holes with water. Alright, now let's move our sugarcane over here. I think we should be putting some trap doors in between these because I keep falling through. And finally, we have finished our sugarcane. So for seeds, we have sugarcane, which we can plant over there. We have wheat seeds, beetroot, melons, and pumpkin seeds. We'll see how much this actually helps us. Next farm, I think we'll do a little over the water. Oh wow. Alright, well at least they didn't try to kill me. And we're just gonna harvest all of the dirt and plant our seeds. Awesome, now our wheat is complete. Let's do our melon seeds and pumpkin seeds. And our melon and pumpkin farm is complete. I think it's looking pretty cute over here so far. And we're starting to stock up on some sugarcane. Now let's go to sleep and finish up with the beetroot. I was just trying to gather some materials and I stumbled upon a cave and it leads to nowhere. Just trying to get a little bit more cobblestone to finish the farms and I think we'll be good by then. And finally, the beetroot seeds. And with that, our farms are now complete. For the most part, we can definitely go back and fix a couple of mishaps and make it look a little bit prettier, but I think this is good for now. Let's stock up on the sugarcane and see how many books we can get so far. They just drowned him. At least I didn't have to do it. We can only make one book. We need lots of leather, and I still haven't really seen any cows. Now that I've got more leads, maybe I should start doing that. I actually missed a couple, so we're doing a little bit better. Let's go get some cows and start breeding them. Why am I not seeing any cows? Ridiculous. Finally! You don't have a friend out here with you? I got my first cow! Now I just have to find another one somewhere. How do you tell the difference between a mule and a donkey? Because I'm not sure if this is a mule or a donkey. And here are 2 cows! Okay, cows, let's go. Also, I don't know how or like what happened, but my graphics look a lot better. I don't know if you guys can tell. But now we have 3 cows. Let's make it 4. That gets 5 big booms. Now we just need some chickens. Let's see if I have any bones for this dog yet. Yay! Finally. Here's some more cows. I need chickens though. Yay! Finally, some chickens. Don't fall in. Okay. Into your new homes, chickens. Stop trying to leave. Alright, so for our list, we finally made our farm, and we finally found a village, but I don't feel any use on going over there. I feel like we should just enchant the things ourselves. I feel like trading, it might take a long time because of how far we have to travel. I think one of the last things we should do is make an infinite fuel source using lava. All we need is a couple of lava buckets, some dripstone, and some cauldrons, and a couple of blocks. I think we should just make it next to our house. How is he throwing my dog like that? Ah! Oh my gosh. And now it is complete. You just have to wait until, I think 8 minutes, I think it is. And that's when they fill up. You scoop it up with a bucket, put it in your furnace, and you can smelt, I think, 64 blocks with it. I think this looks good enough. It's just for our lava. If we had one more cauldron, we could put it in the middle, but I don't think I want to waste my iron on that right now. And just like that, we have our first bucket of lava. The last thing I'm going to do is clear out this area of trees, because I'm tired of these mobs spawning right next to my house. Now, after all these trees clear up, we'll have a nice area to build anything we need to, especially for the nether, enchantment table. I think we did a really good job these past couple of Minecraft days. We got a new donkey or mule. You guys let me know in the comments which one it is. And we finally got our cow farm started. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe and comment down below what we should be naming our donkey slash mule, whatever it is called. Also, if you have any tips or tricks that I should be introducing into my Minecraft world, please let me know and I will definitely look into it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! Hey YouTube, before we end, I just want to say thanks for watching, and the next episode will be uploaded very shortly since this one was so short. This one was mainly a recap of the mines and our farms getting started. I'm taking it a little slow because I didn't realize how hardcore really was hardcore. Anyways, see y'all later.